Bonjour. Welcome to Lagniappe with Mon Voyage. I'm Nicole LeBlanc. Thank you for joining me. This week, I wanted to offer you just a few tips about global entry if you're an international traveler and you may not have already availed yourself of this benefit. Global entry is a program to expedite your passage through immigration and customs when you come back to the United States as a citizen or permanent resident. It's $100 for 5 years access. This also includes TSA pre-check, which all by itself is $85. So it's really quite a nice bundle for $100 to have both. My life has not been the same since I have had these benefits, I promise you. You'll need to apply online. There's an application you need to fill out with a background check, etc. You may, once you go through the initial process, it may take some time for you to have your appointment for your interview. You're going to go typically to the international terminal of your local airport, sometimes other offices, but typically that's where you will go for your interview. And once you get to your interview, it's just a few hours or a few days before you get your approval, typically. So you're going to use your global entry when you come back from any flight abroad. You will be able to go through a much quicker line to get back in. You will also receive a global entry card, which you can use. This is my expired one. I have a new one now, but this is my old one. You get a card that you will use if you happen to be doing any land crossings from Canada or Mexico. You can also use that to speed your transit through the immigration and customs area. I would say with global entry, you feel a lot more comfortable coming and going. You have a facial recognition system when you come in. When you go through the process, you just go up to a kiosk, facial recognition, fingerprints. You will have to have your fingerprints taken during the application process, but you will just go to the kiosk, answer a few questions with on the screen, place your hand there, have your face scanned, and basically be on your merry way, going past the officer, of course, as you exit. But it's a fabulous program. I highly recommend it if you don't have it. The process can take a few months depending on how backed up they are with the interviews at the airports. So I would not plan this as a last minute item before you go on a trip. The best time, of course, to renew your passport is when you don't need it. So think about the gaps you have between your trips. Winter's a great time. If you're not traveling in the winter, it's not quite as busy to get your passport renewed during the winter because there's not so many people getting their last minute passports like there will be in the spring as they anticipate summer travel. So plan early. It's a great benefit to have. Use it. Every 5 years you'll have to renew it. It's a very simple process. You can renew it online. In a very rare cases, you may be called in for an interview again, and this is typically a formality if you've already been approved in the past. So if you have any questions about global entry, if you have questions about trip planning, international travel, please feel free to contact me on my website, monvoyagetravel.com. And until the next time, à la prochaine.